Welcome to this pelvic floor workout. Today we'll activate the hip joints beautifully in different planes. Work with the sacrum and the sacral area and bring more movement into the pelvis itself, which means more freedom. We'll be working on the mat with a Pilates ball, well inflated but not overfilled. Some exercises will have progressions and modifications, and I'll guide you through them. You stay with the version that feels best for your body. Sit in a mermaid position. I am mirror talking. One leg follows the line of the mat on the left, and the other one follows the front line. The foot and knee fit together like a puzzle. Place your right hand on the ball, align yourself, lengthen through the crown of your head, and keep the pelvis perpendicular to the floor. Take an inhale, then exhale, place your left hand on your hip, and using the ball for support, begin opening the left hip and lowering the pelvis towards the floor. Inhale, the body rotates slightly, exhale. But you move into the twist only because the pelvis is guiding you there. The pelvis initiates the movement. Let's do 4 more. 3. Lift slightly and try to lower all the way down. If it doesn't happen yet, that's completely okay. It will come with practice. Now add more rotation, still beginning from the opening of the left hip flexor. The supporting hand presses you away from the floor, and the supporting shoulder stays stable. Inhale, open the pelvis and lift slightly, exhale, rotate following the arm. 2. The next element may feel more challenging, so you can absolutely stay with the previous version. Rotate to the right with the hand placed diagonally away from the sitting bone. Open the left hip flexor, place your hand fully on the left hip flexor for a moment and then lower it down. Inhale, open the hip. Exhale. With your free hand, draw a big circle and feel the length through the body following that arm. Inhale, exhale, the supporting hand stays strong, pressing you away from the floor. Let's do 2 more. Feel how the left hip opens a little more each time. 1. Good. Shift onto the right hip, straighten the left leg, adjust your position, and we'll switch sides. Mermaid to the other side. Check your legs. The puzzle fits, the position is parallel. Your left hand rests on the ball. Align yourself. Take an inhale, exhale. On the inhale, open the right hip flexor. Begin the same pelvic work on this side, step by step. The pelvis leads. Notice whether there is a difference between your right and left hip joints. Take a moment to observe it and remember what you feel. 1 more. Now place the other hand on the ball and add a little more opening through the right hip. Your left supporting arm stays straight without bending at the elbow or sinking into the shoulder. Inhale, stay stable. Inhale, exhale. 4 more. Continue opening the hip a little more each time, even if it's only 0.5 millimeter. And 1. A wonderful bonus of all these exercises is how the lower back both activates and relaxes at the same time. Rest on your hand and place it diagonally. Open the hip and draw a circle with a free arm. Feel the length through the body here, then come back. Inhale. Exhale. How does this side feel? Does the pelvis open more easily or is it a little more restricted? One more. Shift on to your left side and bring the leg in front of you. Take the ball and place it in front of your body. Let your legs rest wherever they comfortably fall. Round from the pelvis. The pelvis initiates the movement and gently draws you into a small curve. Then inhale and lengthen back up from the pelvis. Posterior tilt of the pelvis on the exhale. Inhale. Now we'll return to side lying work. Come onto your forearm with the legs bent in front of you. Your feet, pelvis, elbow, and the back of your head are all on one line. Allow yourself to sink for a moment and notice the unstable shoulder position. We always work from a stable shoulder. Press the floor away, find your support through the ball and lift the top leg. Open the knee upward for external rotation of the hip joint. Bring knee toward knee and lift the foot upward for internal rotation of the hip joint. External rotation, internal rotation. Now we'll add rotation through the body. Bring knee toward knee and move the torso and the ball slightly forward. Open the knee and draw the ball back toward you. Exhale, continue pressing the floor away with your supporting arm. The shoulder blade and shoulder remain stable. Open the top knee as much as you comfortably can without allowing the pelvis to roll backward or tip toward the floor. I'll show you what I mean. Don't let the pelvis follow the movement. One more. Stack one leg on top of the other and switch sides through the side. Align yourself with the line of the mat. Find that unstable shoulder position first, then press away from the floor and create stability. Open the leg on the inhale and close it on the exhale. External rotation and internal rotation. Add as much pressure from the bottom leg into the floor as feels appropriate for you. Add the twist on the external rotation, internal rotation return. Inhale and exhale. Continue pressing strongly through the supporting arm. Inhale, exhale. 4. 2. And the last one. Rise up with me and we'll transition onto the back. First, place the ball beside you. Hold behind your knees and slowly lower down vertebra by vertebra, guiding the pubic bone toward the chest. Let the feet slide closer if they need to. Then place the ball underneath the sacrum, not under the lower back, but under the sacral area. Make sure you feel comfortable here. Keep no more than about 10 centimeters between your feet. We'll explore anterior and posterior pelvic tilt. I'll demonstrate with my hands. Inhale as you tilt the pelvis. Exhale as you return. Keep the movement very gentle, ideally led by the bony structures rather than squeezing the glutes or legs. At the same time, avoid any uncomfortable sensations in the lower back. 4. Keep the feet about 10 centimeters apart. Inhale. Exhale. Then pause in the middle, not in an anterior tilt and not in a posterior tilt, but in a neutral pelvis. Now add a diagonal reach of the right leg toward the ceiling, as if the thigh is gently lengthening away from you, while the left leg stays where it is. Then switch sides. Imagine you are holding 2 levers in your hands and guiding them one at a time. One leg reaches, then the other. Once you understand the movement, try allowing the pelvis to stay free and relaxed. Keep it easy. The movement doesn't need a large range, but notice how it gradually creates more freedom through the sacrum and the pelvis as a whole. 3 more. 2. Now return the pelvis to center and combine all their directions. Tilt the pelvis forward, then to the right and continue into a circle. Then move up and over to the left, drawing a pelvic clock on top of the ball. Adjust the ball if needed and allow the movement to feel lighter. As this movement becomes more familiar, that sense of ease will come naturally. Notice your knees, they stay the same distance apart, just like your feet. Now reverse the direction of the circles. Keep breathing calmly. Check that you are not creating extra tension in the shoulders, trapezius muscles, or jaw. The knees stay quiet and do not fall out to the sides. 3, 2, 1. Circular movements are wonderful for helping unlock the pelvis. Slowly lower down vertebra by vertebra. Turn around and come into a spinal wave, led by the pelvis. Open the left leg out to the side. I'm mirror talking. Notice that your right knee and left foot are on the same line. Place your hands under your shoulders. Press through the right shin and shift back. The sit bones widen. Then tuck the pelvis and begin the wave. Here the spine rounds and then lengthens into extension as you continue the wave in your own rhythm, without creating discomfort in the neck or lower back. Keep the foot of the straight leg fully connected to the floor. Imagine your spine moving like a free flowing wave. 1 more. Close the leg and open the other one. Check that the foot and the knee stay aligned in one line. Shift back, the sit bones widen, tuck the pelvis and begin the wave. Try not to bend the elbows. Three. Follow your own rhythm. Last one. Close the leg. Come up onto your knees and we'll finish with one more exercise that brings even more movement into the pelvis. Leave about a fist width between the knees and slightly more between the feet. Sit back and begin drawing circles with the pelvis. Let the movement come from the pelvis itself. The torso stays relatively quiet while the pelvis creates the circles. At some point, you'll probably feel your legs working. They become beautifully active in this exercise. Our goal is to make the biggest pelvic circle that feels comfortable and available for your body today. Three, two, let's change direction. 4. Yes, exactly. A little fatigue is expected here. 2, 1, and of course, you can always continue for longer if you'd like. Sit down. Last time I had my right leg in front, so this time it's the left one. Sit in whichever position feels more comfortable for you. Place the ball in front of you. We'll finish the session with the same gentle movement. Begin from the pelvis. Exhale as the pelvis rounds the spine like a sail. Inhale as the pelvis brings you back to your starting position. Exhale. Avoid reaching the arms too far forward and creating extra tension through the upper back. One more. Exhale and inhale. This is a wonderful practice. It can be used as a warm-up before any activity or as a complete session on its own. Aim to practice it 3 to 5 times per week. Notice the changes in your body, in your pelvic floor, and in your overall mood. If this mindful and healthy approach to movement resonates with you, I'd love for you to join my Total Body Evolution Club. The link is in description. I'll see you in whichever practice you choose next. Take care and see you soon.